Hello everyone, in today's session I'm going to give you workbook solutions. This is a video on request, Evergreen's publications, workbook questions, MCQs and logic-based questions give reasons. And the poem is ABHISARA-the TRYST written by Rabindranath Tagore. Now let us quickly solve these worksheets. In what month did Upagupta come into contact with the dancing girl? July, August, April, January, the murky sky of August, remember? So the right answer is August. What impression did the dancing girl leave on her meeting with Upagupta? That she was very humble, that she was selfless, that she was proud of her youth and beauty, that she was selfless. Now B and C, the options are the same. The two options are same. And the right answer is that she was proud of her youth and beauty. Woman, go on her way. What does your way suggest here? The way to her house, the way she was leading her life in material comforts and physical pleasures, the way out of Mathura, none of the above. The right answer is the way she was leading her life in material comforts and physical pleasures. The word meaning of your way is the way to her house, but the symbolic significance of your way is the way she was leading her life in material comforts and physical pleasures. According to Upagupta, Vasavadatta was leading her life filled with extravagance and luxury. She did not renounce the worldly pleasures. She was too young to renounce the worldly pleasures. She was not an ascetic, he was an ascetic. So in the poem, we have the contrast between spiritual pursuit represented by Upagupta and material pursuit represented by Vasavadatta. Why did the woman tremble on listening to the thunder? Because she was weak-hearted, because she feared something wrong was going to happen, because she had nowhere to take shelter, because she feared her life was in danger. In this question, the right answer is because she feared something wrong was going to happen. Now, according to me, instead of something wrong, the expression unknown danger would have been more appropriate, and therefore I have mentioned this. The right answer is she trembled on listening to the thunder because of some unknown danger. She was trembling in fear of some unknown danger. Why was the street lonely in the spring season? Because it was springtime, because no one wanted to catch the epidemic, because the city dwellers had abandoned the city, because the city dwellers had gone to the woods to celebrate the festival of flowers. Option D is the right answer. Dear students, I am going to upload separate videos in which I will be giving you my own questions, my own multiple choice questions, and give reasons. Go through them because you will have a better understanding of the text. The dancing girl was suffering from cancer, smallpox, a disease like smallpox, or flu. The right answer is black pestilence with source of smallpox, and therefore the right answer is smallpox. It's option B. Which of these statements is not true? Upagupta was a true ascetic. Yes, he was a true ascetic. An ascetic cannot go to enjoy worldly pleasures. This is also true. Upagupta did not find the dancing girl really beautiful, and the dancing girl was vain and proud. The dancing girl was proud of her beauty, youth and wealth, and she was vain. And the right answer here is Upagupta did not find the dancing girl really beautiful. This is the right answer. Upagupta tried to comfort and treat the dancing girl afflicted with an epidemic. What quality of his character is revealed? His courage, his kindness and fearlessness, his humility, his timidity. The right answer is his kindness and fearlessness. Which birds are described as lovesick in the poem Cuckoos, Quails, Sparrows, Parrots? Quails is the right answer. Suddenly the black night showed its teeth. In which mood was the night? Calm, furious, serene, or listless, furious, angry, turbulent, tempestuous. The poem makes us realize that youth and beauty are not to be proud of. Youth and beauty decline in old age. Nothing is permanent. Ascetic cannot be tempted. So, the right option is nothing is permanent. The poem makes us realize that. So these are the 11 multiple choice questions from the Evergreen Publications workbook. Logic based questions. I hope you will understand my handwriting over here. I have solved it in the book itself. In the poem, Upagupta was sleeping in the dust by the city wall of Mathura because he was a follower of Buddha and led a life of simplicity, self-denial, and rigorous restraint. Now, if you have watched my line-by-line easy explanation video, you will understand this solution little better. So go and watch that as well. In the poem, Upagupta was sleeping in the dust by the city wall of Mathura because, number 1, he was a follower of Buddha, and number 2, he led a life of simplicity, self-denial, and rigorous restraint. All these words must be there in your single reason. Write a single reason in your own words. Upagupta did not accept the invitation from the girl because it was not the ripe moment, number 1, and he led a simple and strict life while the dancing girl led her life splendidly. They followed two different ways of living, and it was not the right moment to accept the invitation. The ascetic woke up in shock because Vasavadatta had stumbled over him in the dark all of a sudden. Do mention this expression, all of a sudden, and also stumbled over Upagupta. And it was dark as well. The dancing girl was proud of her youth because she was ignorant of the transitoriness of youth and was drunk with the wine of her youth. Dear students, in this way I have written these reasons by closely referring to the text, to the poem. So here the key expressions are ignorant of the transitoriness of youth, impermanence of youth, and she was drunk with the wine of her youth. This is the metaphor used in the poem. The young ascetic told the dancing girl to move on her own way because it was not the right moment and he could foresee the tempestuous weather, symbolic of the troublesome phase of her life, the troublesome second phase of her life. I'm reading this again. It was not the ripe moment, and he could foresee, being a wise man, he could foresee, he could see her future. He could foresee the tempestuous, the stormy weather, and this was symbolic of the troublesome second phase of her life. The woman trembles in fear because of some unknown danger. Use unknown danger when the weather becomes turbulent and stormy. The weather was turbulent and stormy, and there was this fear of some unknown danger. The branches of trees blossom because it was spring and it was April and the season was spring. The woman had been hurriedly removed from the town because she was afflicted. I hope you are able to understand the handwriting. The space is really short, but I have somehow managed to write these reasons. She was afflicted with a highly contagious black pestilence, and her body was spotted with sores of smallpox. The young ascetic applied sandal balm to the woman's body because it would produce a soothing effect on her body and help her recover. And the last one, Upagupta was a true ascetic because he was kind, merciful, simple, wise, led a life of austerity, and was epitome of selflessness. So these are the characteristics of a true ascetic.